Our next speaker for my money is America's top expert on funding college educations. He's been seen more than 140 times on network television, appearances on news and talk shows with ABC, NBC, CBS, and Fox. You've read articles by him in the Wall Street Journal, Money, and U.S. News and World Report. Please welcome a Celebrity Launchpad graduate, my good friend, and a man I greatly admire, Mr. Manuel Fabriquer.
Thank you. All right, guys, let me ask you a few questions. How many of you guys have kids in college? How many of you guys have kids that are in high school right now going off to college next few years? What about those who are in elementary school and junior high? Anybody? If you haven't raised your hand yet, have you seen a kid before? Every time I get up and talk, people say, geez, how old are you? You look really young. All right, so let me clear the air. I know I look young, I sound young. You have to give me a break, okay? I'm Asian, okay? And it's the rice, okay? That's what it is. But let me tell you a story, my own personal story, is that I graduated from the University of San Francisco. I graduated on the dean's list. I was top of my class. And I graduated in 1997 with over $60,000 of student loan debt, okay? My mom, by trade, was a teacher. She also worked at the bank. And my father, he just worked on the manufacturing lines. So we come from humble beginnings. And so when I got in this industry, I started to realize, like, what happened? I was paying back my student loan debt. I said, I'm a good student. My parents don't make a lot of money. Where's my money, right? And I made all the mistakes. I filled out the paperwork wrong. I did the wrong deadlines. I didn't know how to fill it out. Nobody was telling me how to do all this stuff and navigate the crazy maze. So I took on the debt. And I got in this industry, and I had that flat forehead syndrome. Oh, man, what did I do? Coulda, woulda, shoulda. I said, how many people are sending their kids off to college and have no clue? Have no clue. So there's a problem. The problem is that the college education over the past 25 years has increased over 495%. That's 2.5 times inflation. If you look at the cost of college today, if you're going to a state university, it's actually about $25,000 with full room and board. If you go to a higher state university, it's about $35,000. I'm in California, so we have a UCLA, UC Berkeley. And if we're going to a fine institution such as Harvard, we're about $65,000 to $68,000 a year. Let's do the math real quick. Okay, let's multiply those, whatever college system you're looking at, by 4 years. Okay? And let's multiply that number by how many kids you have. So let me ask you, do you have all the money for college, yes or no? Okay? If you don't have all the money for college, what are you willing to do? Are you going to take loans out? Students going to take loans? Parents going to take loans? Are you going to refinance your house? Are you going to put less in retirement to afford college? What are you going to do? For those parents that have all the money, even though you have all the money, congratulations, but you not want to spend it all. Okay? So there's 3 types of families that are out there. There's the low-income families, the middle-income, and the high-income. The low-income families, we could go to college for free. We just have to get in, right? We have to know academically how to get into those universities and pick the right schools to get free tuition. The middle-income families, we need to still know how to get into the university, but it comes down to a college selection, and also what happens is it's cash flow for us. Okay? We can get into college, we have to pay for some, we may take some loans, but ultimately, that's not the goal. The goal is how to go to college for free. And lastly, the higher income families, we have the money, we have income, we have assets, but you know what? There's no tax breaks. We make too much money, there's no tax breaks, so how do we do this? So here's the solution. Number 1 is this, that we have to help the kids academically, make sure they're getting the right GPA, the right SAT scores to get them into the universities, okay? Number 2, a college selection or a class selection with taking the right AP classes or IB classes and taking those tests that allow them to get college credit. So students could actually go into college or attend college with 1 semester or a year already done. And for those who are the higher income families, it's looking at tax strategies. What are the tax strategies? Where only 7% of financial planners even understand how to blend the IRS codes and Department of Education codes together. Okay? In America right now, there's over 20.2 million students attending college each and every single year. And of those students who are attending college, there's $1.2 trillion in student loan debt. Folks, we don't need more student loan debt. We need to figure out a game plan of how to do this. How do we pay for college strategically, right? By blending all the resources together. The GPA, the SAT scores, the college selections, and all the colleges are very different. Harvard is different than Boston University, different than UMass. So if we blend all these different strategies together, okay, with the financial tax strategies on the back end, and in the long term, we could go to college for free. Folks, we don't need to have a lot of student loan debt. We just need a game plan of how to go to college for free. I'm Manuel Fabriquer. My website is www.collegeplanningabc.com. So thank you for having me.
Yes. Great job.
Hey, thanks.
Great job.